And welcome to a special WWE Backstage Report, where we're wrapping it all up, where we're bringing it in the middle of the ring. We're keeping it all in the ring here on Sean's View Entertainment, where we always keep it prolific, consistent, and dedicated. Please share this video on Twitter and Facebook. Share it on WWE's Facebook, WWE's Twitter. Get the word out there to give you my opinion, my expertise, my analysis of all the day's news and rumors. And of course, if there's any more new breaking developments, I will bring it to you right here on Sean's View Entertainment with the latest on AJ Styles. Seth Rollins injured following Clash of the Champions. Mick Foley telling the fans to kiss his arse, and more. Mick Foley said the following on fans complaining about the finish of the Sheamus and Cesaro match last night in the best of 7. Anyone claiming to be a wrestling fan, says Mick Foley, complaining about the finish of WWE Sheamus and WWE Cesaro needs to take a moment to kiss my arse. Now, I think Mick Foley is, Raw's ratings and SmackDown's ratings, WWE as a whole is already suffering. And that is not going to be a good way to make new fans, unless Mick Foley's turning heel. Unless Mick Foley's doing something that I, quite frankly, didn't know about. I think you kind of need to choose your words wisely because, you see a best of 7 series, and you're expecting that the 7th match is going to end in a finish that is not inconclusive or, it's going to be decisive. It's not going to be controversial. Kind of like Universal title match with Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins last night was controversial. But this wasn't, this was about a championship. It was a different circumstance. It was a different setting. It was a different match. Altogether, the predicament was not as... It's something that shouldn't have been as complicated. There was supposed to be a winner, whether it be Sheamus or Cesaro. Now the answer is... There is no answer. There's now more questions, and, maybe this is kind of where I can see... Mick Foley, listen, in what he said, I think it was a bit over the line. I think it was a little bit harsh. I think Mick Foley could have, like I said, chose his words a little bit more wisely, because the WWE can ill afford to lose any more ratings. But as it concerns Sheamus and Cesaro, the match was great. But we're expecting a winner. We're expecting to see someone walk out with their hand held high, especially after seeing two guys go at it tooth and nail 7 times in a row. You're expecting to see something different, right? Well, what we got here was something different, a little bit different. But listen, I don't have me personally. I'm not gonna come on here and cry and moan about the finish. It's Mick Foley's way of putting over the finish about how fans are criticizing and complaining. At one end, I can see where fans are coming from because you want to see a winner. You want to see what the next strategy is going to be. You want to see what championship Cesaro or Sheamus was going to be competing for, but now there is no winner. Once again, I just think Mick Foley could have went about this a little bit differently, but that's just my feeling on the matter. Huge update on Dean Ambrose and John Cena. John Cena and Dean Ambrose are reportedly taking time off from WWE to work on outside project after No Mercy event, which means AJ Styles will most likely retain his championship title on that show. With the current 2 top babyfaces taking time off, that leaves Styles without a feud moving forward. The next 2 babyfaces on the ladder to most likely challenge Styles are either Randy Orton or Dolph Ziggler, with Orton being the most logic choice to go with. Orton has teased in the past interview that he would eventually be working a program with AJ Styles. With John Cena and Dean Ambrose leaving the promotion, this would be the perfect time for the Viper to be added to the title picture. Now, I have no problem with Ziggler or Orton going against AJ Styles because it would be a phenomenal match. It would be great. The flow, the chemistry, everything would be there. It would be awesome. It would be off the charts. But how are they going to build Dolph Ziggler to a main event run against AJ Styles when the guy just keeps losing and losing and losing? And how many more times are we going to see Ziggler lose to The Miz? How is he going to be, looked at as a legitimate threat or as a contender for AJ Styles? Now, Randy Orton would make more sense coming off a hot feud with Bray Wyatt, where Randy Orton probably is going to get the better of that exchange, unless there's a major development and Bray Wyatt turns face and then Bray Wyatt goes against AJ Styles. Like I said right now, SmackDown is doing good. SmackDown's favorable. Many people thought Backlash was better than Clash of the Champions. Now, in my opinion, I actually like Clash of Champions a little bit better over Backlash. Backlash was a strong event, but I just felt that Clash of Champions was a tad bit strong, although some things didn't make sense, some things didn't add up. I don't have a problem with how the New Day won their championships. Like I said, I did all the commentary of all the matches, my analysis and my previews, my reviews. Go check out all the videos previous to this one where I cover Clash of Champions in depth. Please go check out those videos right now. Share all my videos on Facebook and Twitter. And like I said, I think last night was a success in my opinion. But with Ambrose and John Cena leaving, now I know there's some conflicting reports that Dean Ambrose is not leaving the WWE anytime soon. But once again, that could just be a smoke screen, you know. And everyone's up in arms. Everyone's all blaming me, saying, Sean, you said that Goldberg was returning at Clash of the Champions. No, that is what the dirt sheets and the reporter said, not me. Goldberg was supposed to return. I'm unsubbing. I'm leaving. Fine, go away. If you don't understand how this works, if you don't understand what it is I do here, I give my view, my expertise, and my analysis on what is seen, what is heard, or what is read on the dirt sheets, the news sites, and the websites. That's what I do here. If you don't understand that, and if you don't take what I say with a grain of salt or, you know, talking about rumors, I specifically say in my videos that I talk about rumors. And if you don't like me talking about rumors that could happen, it may not happen, that is the chance you take. So if you want to come at me and say that I'm a liar and that I just pull this crap out of my butt, when I post the link, when I give you the source, I am not the source of information. I am the source of a view. I am the source of a voice. And I am the source that's going to make you sauce your ass. Okay. Anyways, this is YouTube.com. We got to keep it kind of PG. F4W Online reports in breaking news. Once again, F4W Online is a dirt sheet. It's a reporter. If what happens there doesn't happen, make sure that Sean's View Entertainment tells you this right now. Alright. Okay. Went a little bit off kilter there. So we're going to remember, F4W Online is a dirt sheet newsletter. So don't blame the messenger to give my view and my expertise. This is what I do here. So AJ Styles, we're talking about AJ Styles. Now we're moving on to Seth Rollins, okay? From one WWE World Champion to a former WWE Champion. F4W Online claims that Seth Rollins was injured during his match against Kevin Owens for the WWE Universal Championship at Clash of Champions Sunday night during the top rope gutbuster spot. Rollins was said to be definitely hurt when returning backstage and had trouble breathing, which could indicate a rib injury. Very unfortunate. The circumstance, the delivery. I mean, this was a good match. It was a strong match. I loved the match. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, with all the people that are blaming Seth Rollins and saying that he's careless and irresponsible, accidents happen in the ring. You know, you got to trust. You got to put your own trust in someone else's hands. You're putting your life in someone else's hands when you take, you know, a splash, a body slam, a power bomb, a finishing maneuver, whatever it may be. Accidents happen. Kevin Owens was not out to deliberately hurt or injure Seth Rollins, okay? You are in there and you are watching a performance. You are watching gladiators. You are watching two guys that are fighting. Two guys that are giving you a show, and that's exactly what it is. It is a show. The drama, the antics. And there was a lot of controversial antics in this contest. Now, I'm not going to place the blame on Kevin Owens or who did it right or who did it wrong or wrong positioning, wrong timing. It was off judgment. It was this, it was that. Listen, a lot of things can happen. You can slip. You can be fatigued. You can be tired out. You can be injured yourself and screw up a move. There's a lot of different variables that go into wrestling. Wrestling isn't as easy as 101 as you think it is. No, it's not. Okay? All right? It's very demanding. It's very... It's damning to one's body. It is, okay? You can call it, fake. You can call it a facade. You can call all these different things, but in the end, there is injury. There is the risk of even death. There is the risk of winding up in a wheelchair. So, you know, if Seth Rollins is having a rib injury, especially just coming off of an injury where he could have been retired, you know, his career was up in the air. He didn't know if he was going to come back from such a risky surgery and to that knee and that leg and the ligaments and there's a lot of things here, and I just hope that Seth Rollins can overcome this. Hopefully it's not that bad, because Raw right now, their roster, their talent, it's not that deep. It's pretty lackluster, and Seth Rollins, we can ill afford to lose Seth Rollins right now. The only thing that some people may say, and listen, at no time am I saying this is a positive. I'm reading this in the comment section. Well, the only good thing that can come out of this is someone else can step up and go against Kevin Owens instead of Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins has continuously been in the title picture for too long now. And for that, on Rollins being in the title picture for so long, whether it's as a challenger or a champion, I agree with that, but I don't agree with the comments and the tactics being used against Seth Rollins or Kevin Owens. It was just one of those things that it happens. It happens during a match. It's not something you want to see or hear about or read about. Hell, Cesaro could have broke his neck last night. Cesaro, you know, threw caution to the wind. Now, that was one of those predicaments that was different from what we saw in Kevin Owens and and Seth Rollins. So it was just a different predicament all around. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the latest news, rumors, headlines in your WWE News Report for 9/26/2016. And remember to like, comment, share my videos on Facebook and Twitter, and subscribe. It would be very important. It means the world to me if you share my videos on WWE's Facebook, whether it be Randy Orton's Facebook, John Cena's Facebook, Raw's Facebook, SmackDown Live's Facebook, Mick Foley's Facebook. I want your comments on Mick Foley. Did you think Mick Foley was right in what he said? What about Randy Orton or Dolph Ziggler stepping up to face AJ Styles? I'll tell you what, first to take Dolph Ziggler at face value, it's going to take one hell of a plan. It's going to take one hell of a strategy on WWE's end to make us think that Dolph Ziggler is worthy of a shot against AJ Styles. And I think AJ Styles has already defeated Dolph Ziggler anyways several weeks back. So we're going to see what happens there. Thank you for watching Sean's Entertainment. We're in the clear. We're going to head on to Monday Night Raw tonight. Any developments or breaking news or any more updates on Seth Rollins comes out, I will bring it to you. Subscribe.